Yo tengo un novio que es mujeriego, me cojo todo lo cuero con él. Y tengo un padre que se empatilla y se tranca en la cabaña con su mujer. Tengo un novio que es mujeriego, me cojo todo lo cuero con él. Y tengo un padre que se empatilla y se tranca en la cabaña con su mujer. Una mañana de sin cartera la invitó a fumar weed. Cuando le subió la nota, le dio la nota, invitaba a salir. Cherry rápido, nunca al paso.
The End.fm, I am DJ Zouain. We are trying this one more again because this is what happens. This is what happens when you try to update stuff in inopportune times. So thank you to those of you hanging out and letting us know that you weren't hearing shit. We were recording. Everything was recording here. But you guys could not hear a damn thing. So at this time, I'd like to re-welcome to the show one of my favorite people to podcast with, and in general, we clarified that. Mr. Greg Runge, what's up, brother?
See, it took take two for you to really, for you to get your words right and make I mean,
do you not feel welcome?
No, I feel welcome.
Okay,
I feel welcome, but I mean, it took it. Just a little record show that it took 2 times to make me feel good.
To make you feel welcome. Until then, you were not feeling. You were feeling like just some guy.
Yeah, no.
I get it.
You
I
play
apologize.
music I didn't understand and stuff like.
I apologize for doing that. We've done a lot's happened since we last did the show. I think, did you do the last show with me or the previous one? I think it was the previous one.
Probably the previous one. I've been gone for a little bit.
Yeah. So the since we last spoke, the WGA strike was over. You had some thoughts that you shared with us regarding it from the perspective of somebody who's been in that realm, at least in the acting world, and it was iffy there for a moment. I loved how the Drew Barrymores and the Bill Maher's of this world crossed the picket line. They crossed the picket line right before everything was resolved, like maybe a week or two before, and it was. So Drew Barrymore has always been fake it's always not like she's an actress, like I'm sure she's a sweetheart, whatever, but there's an element of fakeness, an element of I'm doing this to appease the people. But watching Bill Maher pretend to know that there was something going on in the background, and that's the reason why he decided to come back, was just because there was a period of about 5 minutes that I actually agreed with Bill Maher back in the day.
Oh, back in the day, I was gonna say
nowhere recently.
Yeah, because I mean, not only did he he crossed the picket line, he crossed so many lines in these last few years.
Well, he's been the guy I'm a progressive. I haven't moved from my position. It's the progressives it's the liberals that have moved from their position. Bitch, that's the fucking definition of progressive, you moron.
Dude, he just had fucking DeSantis on, or it might have been a rerun, or was it one of his first return shows? He had DeSantis on, and he was fucking praising him for what he did for COVID.
Yeah, and this is the kind of thing that, that people that have been conditioned, because even I was conditioned to think of Bill Maher as like, oh yeah, no, he's a leftist Democrat. No, the guy is a centrist at best, and the older he gets, the more he sides with the people that he was bitching about in the 90s. And I think that he and I did one of these numbers. Like, we crossed paths as I was moving to the left, he was moving to the right, and I was like, oh, hey, Bill Maher, never mind. Don't agree with him again. I want to punch him in the face again.
And as far as I know, your shift has been over the last decade. When I first met you were like a wicked libertarian.
Very much a libertarian. That was in my transition phase from diehard Republican, at some points even religious Republican, and then I moved to the left, which moving to the left also means going past libertarianism, which is weird to me.
When did you move to the left?
Let me think. Because
did you were you on the not on the stump, but were you
on the fence?
A G.W. Bush guy?
I voted for W.
Yeah,
I voted for W. Unfortunately, I think I voted Republican the next ticket too.
And then you went to Ron Paul type.
Yeah, I was Ron Paul. I was a Ron Paul guy. I
Did Obama ever get your vote?
No. Well, when he won, it was the first time that I felt that I wasn't mad that a Democrat won. And again, I was what? When did Obama? I was maybe 28. Maybe. I don't know.
What was your first Democrat that you voted for?
The first Democrat that I voted for was
against Trump.
Yeah. No, I didn't even vote for Hillary.
I didn't.
I voted for Gary Johnson. That was my last libertarian vote.
I checked other and wrote none of the above. There was so much. there was so much on the down ballot that I couldn't just not go and vote.
Sure. No, I get that.
So I had to go and do it. But that time, I've been independent since. Well, when I say independent, when I first registered to vote, my first year in college.
Yeah.
You could still be independent. It was actual way you could register.
Here in Florida or up in Massachusetts?
No, here in Florida. Okay. I've only been registered here in Florida.
Okay.
And then somewhere along the line, within those a couple of terms, it changed to NPA, non-party affiliation.
Yeah, non-party affiliation, yeah.
So I've been NPA for my whole career. Always voted the person, not the party. But when I became a Democrat once for 6 months, and only because Florida's a closed primary state.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to vote in the primary other than whatever was on the down ballot again.
Yep.
So I would still go. I only became a Democrat to vote against Hillary, and I put my vote towards Bernie that year.
So yeah, that was. I'm trying to remember. I know that I changed party affiliation for someone, and I can't remember who. I think it might have been. I changed it from independent to Republican so I could vote for, I don't know. I don't remember. Either way, my last my last conservative or conservative adjacent vote was Gary Johnson, and I do regret it. I actually do. I regret it. Gary Johnson, nice guy, I'm sure. But
do you regret it for that one vote matters theory?
Yeah. Yeah,
because there's how many more Gary Johnson votes could have turned the tide in 2016.
And one of my family members actually worked for the Hillary campaign, and they were not happy. They were not happy that I was, because not only was I that, but I was also very vocal about it. I was on terrestrial radio at the time, and I was talking about it. Yeah. So they were not happy about that, and it's one of the few things that I would say that I regret, my political affiliations early on. In general, that would be the big one. But yeah, dude, it's kind of weird to see it from this side and like again disagree with Bill Maher, but for completely different reasons.
Yeah, he's
18-year-old me would have been like, Bill Maher's making sense now. God, what an idiot I was. In some cases, I still am. That's how we are. We grow and we learn and we progress, Bill Maher. That's why we call it being a progressive. You dumb moron. So, and the thing about I it's hard for me to be mean to Drew Barrymore.
Could you just see her as the ET chick?
No, not even that. I see her as the Fever Pitch girl.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, yes, obviously ET, but like, so.
I think I see her more as 50 First Dates than
Fever Pitch. That's true. Well, here's the reason why. When Fever Pitch came out, there was this chick named Amber who wanted me to go out with her, and it was a bad time for me. Like, I was just like, I was broke, and like I wasn't gonna take out this girl, and like that. So it's like like I was kind of giving her the runaround, and she's like, "Listen, I want to go out with you. I want to take you out. Any movie you want." And this girl's a diehard Yankee fan, and she had no idea that Fever Pitch had come out.
Yeah,
yeah. And so being me, I was like, okay, cool, let's go. And so we go watch Fever Pitch. She doesn't know what the movie's about until we sit and the movie starts. She never called me again.
That's funny.
Yeah, well,
I knew some people that were in the stands as extras.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that was.
And it was shot in like fucking December or January, whenever there wasn't snow on the ground. And they had to pretend that it was summer.
Well, they had to reshoot the thing because that was the year the curse got broken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they had to reshoot the scene because originally the Sox were going to lose,
right,
in the original script, but fucking we won. So there you go.
You got to put it in the movie.
Yeah. So God, how pissed would everybody have been if they came out with that movie the year that we win? Dude, Boston would be up in an upheaval. Like, it would be over.
It was fixed.
It'd be flipping shit over. It would be anyway. So that's who I see Drew Barrymore as. So I'm like, I have a hard time going, it's, same with Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore have more grace because of their starring in Fever Pitch in my head than they should ever get. Especially with all the news that came out with like...
Oh, yeah. People have been dogging on Fallon.
Dude, they have been shitting on Fallon like it's their job.
Yeah.
And part of me thinks it's a situation where like... he's way up there already, so like they're knocking him down a couple pegs.
Yeah.
I think they did something similar with Lizzo, although I don't know if that one was legitimate or not.
Oh, that's still going.
It's still going?
A bunch of court cases. Yeah, more.
Really?
There have been more people that came up. Yeah, a lot of crazy sexual assault type allegations.
Yeah, that's a pretty that was like, again, this is one of those things where it was thrown under the rug. Like, she was in one of the award shows recently. She's coming out with new stuff. Like, I don't know. Part of me thinks that is somebody trying to knock her down a couple pegs, and maybe Fallon's the same thing. But also Fallon and Barrymore get that Fever Pitch grace, and I'm, I gotta get that out of there. I gotta, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me.
That movie wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good, but it was like, it was a specific story in my life.
Yeah, but
and then
it's still not worthy of fucking kitchen pass. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I'm sorry. What the hell is a kitchen pass?
A kitchen pass. Like, you get the kitchen pass from the wife to go out with the boys. It's not. You can't just use that as.
I've never heard the term kitchen pass.
You never heard the term kitchen pass?
No, never in my life. That's good. That's a good term though. I like it. So Fallon and Barrymore do not get the kitchen pass. I just have to be more active in my brain about not giving it to them, because I can't be like, the Curse of the Bambino, I can't do that.
It was cool to see them cancel and like backpedal. All right, the power of social media, dude. Like, they were going nuts.
Well, the social media is it wasn't as prevalent during that time. During the fever pitch. Are you talking about the fever pitch times?
No, I'm talking about cancel culture and just
well, now it's just
from them crossing the strike line.
That's I find it I find it shocking that that these people have just, I don't know, I guess forgotten about it. Like it's out of there. So like now I feel like they should be getting more shit for crossing the picket line.
Sure, the things they could have done to not do it, if they really cared about the jobs and cared about the things that were being missed at the time.
Yeah.
Then they could have done what some of the other guys were doing and paying them straight out of their pocket and paying them what they were worth or what they were asking for, and being a lead example. Like, well, our studio's gonna do this. Like, come to the fucking table. But that wasn't the case. They just were like, they need some more bread and water.
Give them a pizza party. But also think about this. The other side of that is, you had the talk show hosts, the Strike Force 5 podcast that was like really, really cringy. Apparently, I never listened to it, but the guys, the night talk show hosts, all got together and put together a podcast where the proceeds would go toward the Writers Guild of America strike. And they got shut on because the thing was cringy, and like they sounded like robots, and like they sounded like they actually didn't know each other. They sounded like, I don't know. They needed fucking writers, man. Like they're presenters. Like that's what they are.
Did you see what Drew Carey did?
No, what did Carey do?
During the writer's strike, there were like 2 different restaurants that he went up and said, "Hey, listen, if any of our brothers and sisters on the strike line need to come in here at any time during this time, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever you're open, put it on my tab, and we'll take care of it."
What a boss.
At the end of the day, at the end of the strike, when he was paying his tab, or one of the times he paid his tab, one of the restaurants alone was like over $10K, and he was just like,
See,
he
that's
was
so
taking
cool,
care
dude.
of the local businesses that were there, and he was taking care of his brothers and sisters. Like, just an example of
the way you should do it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that these people, especially the Bill Maher's of this world, they benefited from the Writers Guild of America union. And the reason that the union has any teeth whatsoever is because they have the ability to tell the workers, "Hey, we're out," or "Hey, we're going to stop this and maybe that," and be strategic about it. Without that, the unions are nothing. Mm-hmm. And so when you have somebody who benefited from the union strike, or from the union back in the day, and now when the chips fall down, like when the chips are down, you're going to be like, no, I'm going to go back there. We're already good. Yeah. It made my blood boil to hear Bill Maher saying that writers don't deserve a living wage or something. I'm paraphrasing, but it was basically like they're not and we're not talking about like bedroom writers. We're not talking about kids like writing their first novel. These are working people who these media conglomerates have made billions of dollars on.
Yeah, but here's the thing too, right? Are these his opinions live, or is he reading what the writers wrote for him?
No. No. The thing is that this was in his Club Random bullshit.
All right.
So like, yeah, they weren't writing this
off the cuff.
This is off the cuff. This is him talking. I think he was talking to Jim Gaffigan when he did this, and it was disgusting. Like,
Gaffigan seemed like he would be a union bro.
Well, he is. The thing is, it felt like, I only watched a bit of it, but it felt like Gaffigan was really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He was really uncomfortable with this whole thing because why? How wouldn't you be?
Yeah,
I
gotta look at it.
It's like the little bit that I watched almost reminded me of the Kanye West, Michael Myers the George Bush doesn't care about black people, and you just see Mike Myers just like, and they just cut. It was that, but it was a fucking hour-long podcast or whatever it was.
That's funny shit.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think that I'm glad that the strike is over because, frankly, I cannot deal with more just bad media. So much bad writing. So much bad
Yeah, but they still have no actors to say.
Yeah, so now the actors, and this is, you know what? This is awesome. I'm sorry. Like, I hate that it's happening, but it is awesome that the workers are striking. The same thing's happening with, what was it? UPS it happened. It happened with auto workers unions.
Auto workers are still going at it. Like,
yeah, auto workers.
Ford's contemplating going overseas right now.
Yeah. This is...
Imagine that, deciding to... Yeah,
Ford.
You sell what you sell because it's America, and you're thinking about like going to Russia or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, great. This is. Yeah. I am waiting for these. I want to see these big conglomerates go to their knees. All of them. Every one of them. If you have a business where your people aren't getting paid, and like, I'm talking like the big businesses. I'm talking about if you're a Jeff Bezos like supporter, what the fuck kind of evil villain energy do you have? Like,
what does a Jeff Bezos supporter look like?
I'll tell you what it was.
It's just someone who like purchases from Amazon.
No. I'm talking about the Bezos apologists. You saw the picture of him with the little vinyl sign at the top. Now he's doing what he's doing because he worked his ass off and blah 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 blah, like that guy. And I'll tell you who it is. It's every libertarian listener of the radio stations that I worked at.
Okay.
It's every person that like. It's the regular billionaire apologist because they believe that in some way, someday, they too
can reach that.
And you are not just shitting on Bezos. You're shitting on future Jethro over here, who is going to make the world's best widget, and he's going to become the next Jeff Bezos. So that's who that is.
See, but if you invent that next widget, then like you might deserve to be Jeff Bezos, but not a dude that's like just some fucking real estate mogul.
Oh yeah, well I mean, okay, I see what you're saying. So your argument is, if the person actually created something,
sure,
then
makes
cool,
a difference to society.
Make it, yeah, okay.
I love the free market. I love the fact that he is the way he is, but I just think there's people need to fucking pay forward.
So okay, so what you're saying is you don't say that there shouldn't be any billionaires. What you say is the billionaire should have actually been doing it for like himself. It's not like some licensed Wall Street BS. It's you made something that made society better.
It's just kind of like a game type thing. Like, all right, great. You look at all this money you got. Yay! Now what are you gonna do with it? What can you do with it? Like, you're not gonna you can't die with it. You can't.
Yeah.
There's so many stories that just the gluttony, the
sure.
ego, the everything. You know what I mean? There's
absolutely
so many stories in your Bible that
now it's
about it.
Now it's my Bible.
Well, it's not mine.
I mean, one of us has Bible tattoos, I guess. So yeah, I'll take
like
it.
The whole eat, drink, and be merry. Like,
yeah.
I laugh every time fucking people use that as a cheers. Eat, drink, and be merry. And I'm like, do you even know what the fucking rest of that means? Where it's coming from? What all that kind of shit? Like, and not to be all biblical, but let's just say it now since I even said it. So, and I can't tell you the exact Bible verse, but I can tell you the story and the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
It was one of the guys that had let's just say wheat. He had a bunch of wheat. Uh-huh. He had so much wheat he didn't know what to do with it, so he just kept on building these vessels to hold his wheat. Okay. And he had more and more wheat while others didn't have wheat when he could have been given it. And he's like, look at all this fucking wheat I have. So he was getting ready to celebrate, to show all the big fucking things that he has, and he did a toast, and it was eat, drink, and be merry.
Huh.
And it came down from the word of the Lord. It was like, yeah, man, you can fucking eat, drink, and be merry, but tomorrow you will die.
Yep, that's actually. So I just pulled it up. It says, "Where in the Bible the thing question? Where in the Bible does it say eat, drink, and be merry?" It says, "Quote: Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die." It is a combination of two passages of Scripture, Ecclesiastes 8:15. Quote: "Then I commended mirth, because a man hath no better thing under the sun than to eat, to drink, and to be merry." And Isaiah 22:13, "Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we shall die." And that is where that came from. So, hey, you know what? I stand by it. Eat, drink, and be merry, baby. We're going to die tomorrow.
Fucking glutton.
So, yeah.
And guess what? The guy that hoarded all that shit and wheat.
His name is Jeff Bezos. It's fucking weird.
Well, the guy in the Bible died.
History repeats itself.
And he couldn't take all his wheat with him.
Exactly. So share that wheat, Bezos. Here's the thing. My thought, I increasingly believe that there shouldn't be billionaires, but my original position in that would be, I am okay with billionaires as long as everybody under that billionaire's company is paid fairly. And by fairly, sure, I mean, if you're working 40 hours, you should be able to live a decent life.
Sure, absolutely.
So if
the guy that's working for you busts his ass so much, and he in his 40-hour work week he puts in fucking 70 hours to make you that much more money, that guy should not be walking home with less money than he is, because he gets fucking taxed. Exactly. So that guy with that billions of dollars, let's see those taxes on those billions.
Exactly. And that's
because it's not trickling down. That was all bullshit.
Yeah, that's voodoo economics, Reaganomics, and. Yeah, so that's my position when it comes to billionaires. The entitlement that everybody has to that everybody feels that they have to an absurd amount of money, that it's so much money that is a detriment to others. At that point, no. If that is the result of having billionaires, then no, I don't. If there is a way for us to have billionaires that is ethical billionaires, if there is such a thing, then I would be cool to hearing that argument. But the more I think about it, the less I feel it's useful, you know. So speaking of entitlement, actually,
okay,
it's a bit of a shift. But this is entitlement.
A segue, really. Nonetheless.
It's a segue. It's a segue. Music requests etiquette.
Okay.
All right. And I only say this because this past Saturday, I was at my regular gig, West End, start at 10 every week. Come out this week before I leave for Hula. And what? Go.
He's going to be the new masked DJ.
I am not going to be okay, I got this mask.
Hold on. Did you delete my comment, by the way?
No.
Oh, I made a comment.
Yeah?
And it must have gotten yanked for bullying or something like
God.
that.
Did you bully me? Did you?
Dude, well, not really, but I made a joke along those lines, like it's a new thing for Westie Saturdays with the mask DJ.
With the mask? Oh no! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that!
I went to look at it today. I wanted to be like, that motherfucker didn't even comment on it.
No,
I went to look at it. It wasn't there.
Oh no! I didn't delete it. I didn't even get an alert.
I don't think I got.
I don't think you hit enter, bro.
Well, maybe I did.
So,
God damn it.
So here's my question about music etiquette. Hold on a second. We have a billionaire. Let's see. You never see. This is Chris. You never see an armored vehicle behind the hearse. No, you don't. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Chris.
Hey, Chris, big ups, man, and I love you. Thank you for helping.
Hell yeah. And then he also says most of the time, if someone is a billionaire, there are victims in their wake. That's, you know what? That's also true, which is one of the reasons why. Those are two reasons why I don't believe there should be billionaires. But is my mind able to be changed? Sure. Now, what my mind is... Go ahead.
I think I'd be a very giving billionaire.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, everybody says that, I think. I think everybody says I'd be a giving billionaire. But I think I would too. I am.
Look at Bezos' wife.
Hey, dude. And how absurd is that? How absurd. His fortune got knocked in half. And this guy still is the richest man on earth, or one of them.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. But anyway, back to music requests.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. So I'm at my gig, and typically everybody that shows up has a great vibe. West End has especially in the last couple of years, has just like it's been a good vibe, just like a chill party vibe. Like people are singing, dancing, and stuff. Great, right? And the beautiful thing about it is that I've been there for so long at this point that I kind of have a good idea of like, all right, hour 1, this is probably what's going to work. Hour 2, this is what's going to work. Hour 3, this is what, and everybody seems to dig it. When it comes to requests, if people are nice about it, if they show up and they're like, hey, can you play this song? And it fits the vibe and I happen to have it, chances are I'll play it somewhere in the night. Yeah. It's not going to be right away typically, but I'll play it for you. I'm at the gig on Saturday, and I get maybe 2 requests, and then right around 11 o'clock, somebody shows up with a small group, and they're like, "Hey, it's my friend's birthday. Can you say happy birthday?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I did, and then they come back and they're like, "Hey, could you play?" They come back, and this is the this is the tell. They came back with waving a $10 bill. Whenever you're going to wave a $10 bill at a DJ...
Put it in your G-string?
No. No. It usually means...
So they didn't even stuff it?
No, they didn't even... Jerks, right? I know. No class. So...
I thought that's the etiquette we were going for. My bad.
No. That's not the etiquette. So... I get the, I see them coming on, waving a $10 bill as if like, I don't know what it is that people do. Like they think like it's a $10 bill, so I'm a jukebox. So they're like, hey, could you play Back That Ass Up? And then they hand me the song. Number 1, Back That Ass Up. It's a little old, but okay, fine. I'll play it. I've played older songs before. I try to keep it top 40 in dance, but I will play that for you, right? She hands me the 10, and I say, "Hey, cool, but it's gonna be a minute before I play it." And she goes, "Oh, okay. Well, how long do you think it?" And I was like, maybe about an hour and a half." And they're like, "Huh? Yeah, like it's gonna be about an hour and a half, maybe." And they're like, and then she starts asking me about the request process of like, so like. Is it because like there are other people, and I'm like, no, it's because it's a certain vibe that we kind of have here, and I'm trying to keep that vibe. I'm going to play your song. I'm just letting you know, because the reason I did that is because I know when they hand me a 10, they're expecting that song to come up.
Yeah.
Like.
Kind of, yeah.
They're expecting, but they're expecting that song to come up like now. And that's not happening. That's not how this works. Like. Number 1, I was nowhere near the right BPM range. I wasn't anywhere near like any of that. Yeah. Rebecca says, money doesn't mean play now. Exactly. I've had people come up to me and say, "Hey, how many songs for a 20? How many songs for a 20? Do I look like a jukebox to you?
So why don't you just say no requests?
Because I don't like being that DJ. I used to. Back in the day, but I don't like being that DJ just because it's not. Number 1, I like the challenge. Number 2, I want to know what the bar patrons want to hear. Yeah, and within the realm of the vibe that we're having. So
to be devil's advocate for
sure, go for it.
How many people were in that party?
Maybe 5.
5. Were they jamming, having fun?
They were jamming and having fun to the shit that I was playing.
All right.
Yeah,
but were they like if? I don't know. I kind of were you kind of being that guy by not doing it in an hour and a half? Like, did you not read the room a little bit? Like you could have. I don't know.
So
were they spending money or were they?
They had a drink or two. Like it's not. Yeah. I mean, like they weren't buying shots for the bar.
Right.
Like it's the problem I think was, and it was his girl's birthday. So I said happy birthday, and I played whatever, and they were dancing the whole time.
Okay.
The entire time
they were feeling what you were putting down.
They were feeling everything that I was putting down. So she comes out. comes over 15 minutes later to talk to the bouncer, to talk to the head of security, Jamal, who is an absolute sweetheart.
Yep.
Like, Jamal
but
is
security.
he's a sweetheart that'll whoop your ass, but he's an absolute sweetheart. Like, the guy is and I can tell because I'm mixing and I'm looking at my periphery and I see this lady is going, so could you get the and I was like, and I could see Jamal is just like, I don't want to hear this anymore. So I take off my earbuds and I go, hey, excuse me, here you go. I can give you your 10 back. I will still play your song, but I'm just letting you know it's going to be a little bit because of the vibe, blah, 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 blah. But here you go. You can have the money back. I will play your song still. And she was like, oh, no, I don't want to take the money back, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, cool. Then I will play the song a little bit later. And I did at 1:45 in the morning.
See, you're a cunt.
No, they were still there. They were still there. No, well, she was being a jerk. I was trying to. Everybody else was jamming. People were singing and dancing in the back, and she was like, "Can you play back that ass up?" You know what I was playing? No. I was playing modern, like songs from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Okay.
And she wants me to play something from the fucking W administration. Are you kidding me?
But again, like I'm gonna have to fight for this girl a little bit.
Oh my God, why?
Because there's 5 girls there. They're in front of the
not
DJ
5
booth.
girls. There was.
You just said there was 5 or 6 girls there.
Not girls. 5 or 6 people. There were 2 chicks. One of them, here's my favorite part, and this is the reason I waited.
So now we're switching the story around.
No. There was a dude that was gonked out of his mind sitting there. Like, There was a guy who looked like, did you ever watch Breaking Bad? You know Tuco Salamanca? If Tuco Salamanca, the meth dealer was one of the antagonists. If he was an accountant, this would be this guy. And so and he was the one that was like coming over. Oh, could you play some hip hop? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get to some hip hop in a little while. Yeah. And I'm gonna get to your song in a little while. Then after all that shit happens, and Jamal is like, they leave.
He didn't give you $10.
No, I think he might have been the one that brought the actual 10. But anyway, so then, like 20 minutes later, another girl, like it was probably 3 girls and like 3 dudes, I think. And one of the other girls comes over and says to me, hey, so it's my friend's birthday, and her favorite song is Back That Ass Up. She just turned 21.
Okay.
This bitch looked 45, every bit of it, without question. So, like, hey. So number one, don't fucking lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me.
Don't fucking talk to me like I'm the one that lied to you about the age.
No, I was like, so I'm sitting there, right? And she goes, this girl comes up to me from the group, doesn't even fake it, comes from the group. Hey, my friend just turned 21, and her favorite song is Back That Ass Up. Your 21-year-old friend who just turned 21, who looks 45, her favorite song is a song that came out when she was born?
Maybe.
Come on.
Who knows?
Come on.
Do you know what Connor's favorite song is? He's 19.
Okay, what's his favorite song?
Blue Suede Shoes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know.
See, you liar. You're a liar. I've met your kid. That is not the case. I've met your child. Blue suede shoes. Fuck off. And so then they finally get the, because she goes, it's my friend's birthday and her favorite song is Back That Ass Up. And I go, oh, Jen? Not Jen, but like that was, I'm changing the name to protect the innocent.
But you've changed the story a couple of times. Like
what are you talking about?
You first came up and said the girl handed you a $10 bill and asked you to play a song. And if that was the case, then you were a dick. If it was the dude that Mike that was like, hey man, can you play some hip hop, that actually gave you the 10, and then she came up later and then said something. All right, fine.
One of them gave me a 10. A 10 came out of that camp. That camp came over with a $10 bill, thinking that they were giving me the fucking heart of the ocean.
Oh, hey. They worked hard for that 10. And they wanted to hear a song that you didn't play until 1:30 in the morning because you're a cunt.
No. Number one, it was 1:45. And number two, it was because they didn't, like, dude, here's the thing. I like playing people's requests. What I don't like is people treating me like a damn jukebox. I would have played.
You could have easily said, hey, I appreciate the offer, but, I'll get your song when I get to you.
You know what? in retrospect, I might have done that. I might have said, you know what, keep your 10. It's fine. Because I don't even have a tip jar. I don't use a tip jar. People give me money without
you stick your ass out and have them stick it in. If they ain't willing to stick it in like the fucking the piggy bank, like fucking.
I'm sure that's an HR issue. I'm sure. I'm sure if whoever West End's HR department would not be happy about that.
All right.
One place. Here's another professional transition there, Greg Runch.
All right. Look at this segue.
Yeah. So, one of the things that would be welcome in is one of the places that would be welcome in would probably be Halloween.
Nice.
Halloween is happening next week. I will be in the woods. What time is it?
How naked do you get at Halloween?
Me? I just wear a grass skirt sometimes pretend to be the guy from Moana.
Do you wear underwears underneath the grass skirt?
Yeah, a little.
See, that's pussy.
But what am I gonna do? Run all my junk out? Like
you got a grass skirt on.
It's not It's not like there's not. It's not full enough to be a thing.
Do you think people are gonna care that your dick is swinging?
Yes.
You're a fucking Halloween guy.
Dude, there are children at this party.
Dude, look the other way, kids.
Look the other way, kids. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
It's fucking Halloween.
So I'm gonna be there. Actually, a week from yesterday is when I'm gonna be there. Wednesday to the following Monday, I believe. And I'm going to the first day. It's all set up and stuff like that. Second day, I think I'm gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna wear any costume on Thursday.
Naked?
No, what is with you? No, I'm not kidding. Jesus Christ, dude.
Clothes optional.
Clothes optional. There is actually a Halloween Uncuffed group, which is apparently like a lifestyle BDSM kink group.
Why would it be uncuffed? It should be called cuffed.
I know. I didn't make up the fucking name, man. I didn't know.
That's boring.
I know. It's uncuffed. That's boring. Cuffed is much more
Whips
fun.
made of yarn. The fuck?
Make of pashmina. Pashmina whips.
Yeah. Fucking the spike bracelets of fucking candy dots.
Yeah. Yeah, so the second day, I think that Friday.
Hey, it's kids fucking friendly.
Oh, you know what it is? No, so Thursday, I think I'm going to do onesie. I think I'm going to wear a onesie.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's better.
It is better.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a lion onesie on that day.
You know what?
What?
I didn't even think like a romper onesie. I instantly went with like baby onesie.
Oh my God, dude! Come on!
I just saw you walking around with that shit that snaps on the bottom of your shit.
No, and it's a lion onesie,
see,
dude.
No, again, you're a pussy then. You gotta get the
You're
grown.
judging all of my costumes. All right, so Thursday. Let's see. Jonathan says. You can't spell grass without showing ass at the end. Go free, my guy. Oh God. Yeah. So I think Thursday will be the onesie day. I'm gonna have a lion onesie, my regular lion onesie.
Okay.
Friday, I think I'm going to be Maui from Moana. So that'll be the day that I rock. That's the grass skirt. The Saturday I'm gonna be Jesus, so I have
excellent.
I'll have the Jesus robe.
You have the holes in the hand.
You know what? I might do that. It's got to be the wrists though. People say it's the hands he would fall right off.
Yeah,
like it's got to be the wrist is like in between there. That's where like all the weight goes in. So like.
No, I don't.
Discussing crucifixions at the hijack.
I was gonna go somewhere.
Hijack crucifixions. This is supposed to be an irreverent topic. So yeah, no, that's gonna be my week next week.
What phase of Jesus?
What do you mean? Or is this what is this Elvis? Like is this Kung Fu
like,
Elvis? Or?
A certain type, like a certain age of Jesus, like baby Jesus?
No, 33-year-old Jesus, like
33-year-old
walking around with the fucking robe and the fish and the bread and all that.
Nice.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm gonna ride a bike.
Gonna throw loaves at people.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Panera and go to their trash and just
get the day olds. Hey, how much? Well, you got to go with the bagels, right? I mean, can I get your day old bagels? And
your day old
bagels. Just walking around throwing loaves, fucking little bagels.
Oh, that is racist. That is racist.
What? No,
it's hilarious, but it's racist. I bet you.
It's Bible jokes.
That's true. It's true. It's yeah. Nobody knows. Where did you see a bagel in the Bible?
All right. Well, that's racist.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh man. So yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm waiting for the set that is going to beat the Skrillex Friday night set in 2021.
What?
Friday night, Halloween, Skrillex main stage. It was the last set of the night.
Last year?
No, 2 years ago.
Okay.
And it was, to this day, the best, like, probably top 5 sets I've seen, period.
All right.
And I am still waiting for that. I think we might get it this year with Pretty Lights. Because apparently Rainbow Kitty Surprise, which most people listening to this right now don't know who the hell that is.
Cocaine Jesus, man.
Yeah. yeah. So
you should wear a bunch of coke in your face.
Coke. Now then they're going to show up. Then they're going to show up. Hey man, why aren't you playing today? I'm not the guy.
Cocaine Jesus is such a great song.
Yeah. So, Rainbow Kitty Surprise canceled for the second year in a row.
What?
Yeah. And so everybody was mad. But Pretty Lights is doing 2 sets now. One of them is going to be the DJ set, which is what I'm excited about. And the other one's going to be his full band set. I'm always iffy when DJs have full bands. Like, just give me the fucking DJ set. Like, I'm here for the DJ set.
Pretty Lights is good, though.
Yeah, Pretty Lights is going to be amazing. So I'm really excited about that.
Now, are you one that goes to every string?
Not everyone. I definitely hit the Saturday night one. Right. Saturday night one, the main set. I mean, everybody goes to that. That's like the main church service at camp.
Okay.
Like if you ever went to Christian camp, the Saturday night string cheese incident set is the main set. I will probably catch. Sundays are my jam band days. So on Sunday, I will be blitzed out of my gourd in the middle of the meadow stage, like with the beautiful sun, like just watching a bunch of watching Cory Wong or watching like all the other Lettuce. Well, no, Lettuce played that night. Either way, whatever the jam bands of the day are, and yeah, dude, it's
I haven't seen Lettuce in a while, man.
Dude, I've seen Lettuce twice.
Such a great funk set,
dude. They are so good. I've seen them twice at Hula.
Is like Mo or is Mo gonna be there?
The head guy, yeah,
the old school.
No, I don't know who that is. J-Rad's gonna be there. Joe Russo's almost dead.
All right.
Yeah, they last year, was it last year or the year before? They played, or they were like 30 minutes late, and then they had this like Native American tribe do this like whole thing about like how their land is stolen and da-da-da-da-da. And you have all these people tripping their asses off in the middle of the main stage watching this, like a bunch of white people, mostly, obviously, watching this brown guy going, "You stole our land." Because was it them? No, it was Portugal the Man that did that. They're the ones from Alaska. It was it was an Alaskan tribe or something like that. They were right before J-Rad. But dude, it was Halloween is wild. This is the first year that I'm going without like the last year that I went, we had like 50 people. The year before that, we had like 30.
I can't tell you the last time I've been to Halloween.
No. Well, this is the 10-year anniversary. Did you go to the first one?
It must have.
Yeah. Well, it's wild, dude. It's
Was it when I came back from Unregular Radio? or was it during Unregular?
2013.
It might have been during Unregular Radio.
2013 was the first year.
So then it was when I came back. It was after my mother's death. It probably was the first one then.
Yeah. So yeah, no, my brother went to the first one. He went to like the first 3, I think, now I'm going. Now I'll be there. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited about it. But this weekend, going back to West End, start at 10. You should check it out. And I will be doing Spanglish again. That is the Latin fusion night that we're doing at West End Live. That's November 9th. So when I come back from Hula, that is what we will be doing. It's going to be a Thursday.
Nice. I pimped that Spanglish out the other day during that.
Yeah. I'm excited to see the crowd. I'm excited to see the people dancing. The people from Arthur Murray are excited that I'm bringing it back.
You just play Bad Bunny all night?
Yeah. No, it's all traditional merengue, salsa, and bachata mixed with top 40 dance, 80s and 90s. We kind of just go everywhere, but we add a lot of merengue, salsa, and even the American music that we play. It's in that same vein. It's got the same beats. So like you'll be dancing like a cha-cha, or you'll be dancing like salsa to something that you know as a top 40 song, which I think is pretty awesome. And the people from when the people from Arthur Murray show up, dude, oh my god, I'll sit there and mix all night just to watch them dance because they're so.
Murray, that sounds like a dance school or something.
Yeah, they're the largest dance studio in the world.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. They have they've been my clients for about 10 years now. And I did Spanglish up in Burlington, in their Burlington store in Massachusetts, back in February. And they sold out. It was like $35 tickets. They sold out. There was like 80 tickets. And I mean, it was a lot of fun. So cool. I'm excited to bring that back here and all that stuff. What do you got going on?
Nothing of this week yet.
No,
I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of locations to shoot some stuff. But
hell yeah,
they read my messages, but they just don't reply.
They don't reply. They're leaving you on red.
Now I'm gonna go to their competitions.
There you go. Let them know. Yeah. Let them know who's boss.
Yes, sir.
Well, shout out Picnic Project and all the good stuff that you guys are doing. You did what did you do? Groceries today or something?
Yeah, we loaded up to get ready for tomorrow. So on Thursdays, we have a group of volunteers that come and make the U bags, which are the unsheltered bags. Each bag will be figured out based on calories. So if that's the only bag that our unsheltered get for the week, then they will survive on the calories alone.
Hell yeah.
And then we put together some of the smaller bags, bag up the meats and the vegetables, so it's just a little bit easier to give out in the morning time.
I love that.
And then Fridays we disperse them from 10 to 1. We'll have the Homeless Coalition out there. We'll have a team of nurses out there. We always have a group that's there with their showers, a group called SALT. So, yeah.
Oh, those are the showers that they bring out, like the nice.
We get a shower trailer, has 4 showers in there.
Oh, that's
so our
awesome.
brothers and sisters can take showers and get clean as well.
Dude, that is awesome. Obviously, thanks again for coming out as per usual.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, bro. And we'll do it again probably when I come back from Hula. And yeah,
naked?
Catch us, huh?
Naked?
No, God, Jesus. Thanks for coming out, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Hey. My name's DJ Zouain. You can find me anywhere on social media at DJ ZOUAIN. Make sure and check us out at theend.fm. You can check out Irreverent. We'll be doing Irreverent here once again very shortly. And, until then, follow us on all socials. And we'll talk to you next week. Peace.